today I'm going to do part 2 of my shoe collection. And today is going to be all about boots slash booties, whatever you want to call them. I used to be a very big boot person. I still love wearing boots, but I just, I don't know, I wear them less. I find it, like, again, when I used to go to the office, I would wear a lot of boots with heels and get, like, dressed up. But now when I leave my house, it's really just for, like, a quick go somewhere. And I just throw on a pair of runners and it's just quicker. But yeah, let's get into them. So, the first pair is this pair of gray booties with like a block heel. I really like block heels. I think they're a lot easier to walk on, and they don't hurt my feet. And it has a zipper in the back, which is super handy. I don't know why. I have the same with like high-heeled sandals. I have a pair that has a zipper in the back, and I find them easier to wear. They're just sturdier, I think, when they have a zipper in the back. So, yeah. These are from New Look. I don't know if New Look, I don't think New Look exists in the US. It's a very big clothing store in Europe. And I really like them. They're a nice height, I think, and I think they're very dressy. And because of their color as well, they kind of just go with everything. So, yeah, I really like them. So yeah, that's pair number 1. Then I have these just flat boots with just a zipper on the side. Now, I bought these in Spain. I don't know, like they were probably about 20 euro or something. Like they were in Spain. Shoes are very cheap. The problem with them is, like, I love wearing these. I think they actually look really, really nice under a pair of like brown tights with a skirt. But the zipper doesn't close anymore. Yeah, it's a little bit warped at the bottom and it doesn't close. And every time my dad comes to visit, he fixes it. But I just wear it once, like open, close it, and it goes back to not working. So, unfortunately, I might have to get rid of these. To be fair, there's a couple of boots in this collection that I really have to get rid of. But we all know that I have a hard time getting rid of things. So, maybe if I move house, well, I know if I were to move house, that I will definitely have to get rid of a lot of clothes and shoes. So, yeah. It's a bit of a shame, though. This is another pair that I think I might get rid of, but I'm not sure. So, this also just has a zipper on the side and like some buckles here, which I think are really nice. They are called Blowfish. They're from the brand Blowfish. Now, interestingly, I bought these, my gosh, I want to say almost a decade ago. I've had these for a very long time. I still see them for sale. I think they're fairly popular boots because they are still like continuously selling them, and they're not super cheap either. I think they were like 50 or 60 euro, which for a booty is kind of a lot, I think. And I don't know, I like them. I don't love them. They're definitely more like jeans booties. I don't think they go well with a skirt or a dress, to be honest. But yeah, I don't know. I do like that they're blue on the inside. I know you don't always see the insides of shoes unless you fold them over, but I always like it when my shoes have a different color on the inside, because I'm weird. But yeah, my little blowfish booties. And then I have these, which look a little bit worn, to be honest. I have worn these a lot, but I still think they look really nice when they're on and closed. They also have a side zipper. These were probably the second, well, no, I mean, I don't want to say, so I always want to say that I don't buy a lot of like branded boots, because boots can get really expensive anyway, and I don't like spending too much money on shoes, but I definitely have some branded boots that are just expensive because of the brand. I think this is one of my more expensive pair, but I want to say they cost probably 100 euro, which for boots I think is still not excessive. But I also don't like going much higher than that. Like the new look boots would never be anywhere close to that. But I like it. They've got some like line, like some strap detailing around them with like a little buckle. And they've also got the block heel. And then they just look laced up in the front. And they're leather, or well, fake leather. I don't wear real leather, but yeah, I like them a lot. I actually have worn them a lot. Out of my heeled boots, I probably wore these the most over the last couple of years. They kind of also just go with every color. Unlike the next ones, which I actually adore, but they don't go with everything. And they are these burgundy boots. Okay, you can see that color. Yeah. They've got like a little gold zipper with a thingy on the side. This zipper is for show. It zips up with this zipper. And it also has a block heel with a little gold detailing. Again, these are from New Look. They were like 40 or 50 euro, I think. And I do wear them a lot. It's just because of their color. They're not like too bright of a color, but I am a very colorful person. Like, I wear a lot of multicolored tops. I have like pink pants, green pants. So I tend to wear these with like a pair of maybe gray. They're not really jeggings. They're not jeans either. They're like a jeans material, but they're very stretchy and fitting. I don't know what it's called. I just can't find my words, but I tend to wear it with either gray, or I actually have this color pants as well. But I try to mix it up. I would wear this with the gray and the gray with this color pants, for example. Don't really wear them with jeans because I feel like the jeans is too big to fit them in. But yeah, I love this little thing on it. Like, just the gold detailing with this color. I love them. They may actually be my favorite boots of the moment, but I just, yeah, don't wear heels out that much anymore. But I do think they're really nice. They just dress up an outfit that's not dressed up. And then my as I'll show the last one with a heel, which are just these simple black booties. I think they're actually from Pennies. I don't know if I can tell where they're from. Yeah, Atmosphere, they're from Pennies. They were probably like 15 or 20 quid. They're actually decent quality, to be honest. They're fairly sturdy. Also got some buckle detailing on them. Just a zipper on the side. And they're actually, I wear them a lot. They're not necessarily my favorite pair, but they go really well under a skirt, under a dress. I mean, the boot, like this one, for example, I will sometimes wear under a dress, but because it comes up a little bit higher on the ankle, it cuts off my legs a little bit, as where this is lower. So, yeah. Very simple. And then this, I mean, can we just appreciate these for a second? I was so in love with these. Like, I saw them online. They're Dr. Martens. I saw them online and just loved them. And I ordered them. And when I unboxed them at home, I actually had a little gasp when I opened them because I thought they were so pretty. Now, I've grown out of the, like, my taste has changed a little bit, but I still think they're really pretty. My only problem is, what do you really wear them with? Because they're so loud. Like, I usually just wear them with a pair of jeans and a very, like, unicolored, very muted down top, like a black or gray top or something, because they're so loud. And I also feel like when you wear these, you want all attention to go to these, so you kind of just dress down. But I have to admit, I rarely wear them anymore. I used to wear them quite a bit. I probably wear them like once a year, and it's mostly, I have 2 shoe racks in my hallway. They're on the bottom shelf, and I tend to just forget that I have them. That's the case with a lot of my clothes as well, my clothes and shoes. I forget that I own some things. But at the same time, this is one of those shoes that, as much as I barely wear them anymore, I cannot get rid of them. Like, it's just too nice of a shoe. They're also, like, Dr. Martens are so well made. These are gonna last a century, you know, like, they're so sturdy. And very comfortable too. Dr. Martens are pretty comfortable. If I have to guess, I think these are probably my most expensive pair of boots. I think these were, I want to say like 150 or 170 euro. I don't know if they were that expensive, but I think they were. I've also had them for like 10 years. I've been living in this estate for 8 years, and I got them in my previous house, so more than 8 years ago. I've had them, I think, for about a decade now. Yeah, back when spending 150 euro on shoes, I had to save for like a year. Like, seriously, that was such a big expense. It still is, but back then, yeah, it was really hard. Isn't it interesting? As a side note, I don't know if any of you like noticed this, but when I used to find it really hard to make ends meet, and I would have like 20 euro left in the last 2 weeks of the month that I somehow had to buy food from, I would buy a lot more stuff for myself. Like, I bought so much makeup back then that I never used. I would buy cheap makeup. I would buy a lot of like elf makeup and stuff. And it's not like I would spend hundreds of euros except for something like that, but I would spend probably like 50 euro a month on myself that I really didn't have. And now that I have more money to spend, I am super stingy and I don't spend it on anything, and I just save and save and save. Like spending that much money on a pair of Dr. Martens, I am not convinced that I would do that anymore. It seems like excessive to me, but I used to do it a lot easier than I do now. Maybe it's just that I'm older and wiser. I don't know. And then these boots were also, I think, like one of the more expensive ones. I think these were like 120 or something. I don't know if they're really from a brand. It says made in Italy. I bought them in Belgium, I know that. Yeah, I don't know. And again, I don't really wear them that much. I've also just got a zipper and some lacing on the front. I like them. Again, they're really nice under a skirt or a dress. But that's the only thing I would wear them under. I don't wear them under pants because they're so narrow. I always tuck pants into boots. If you wear them over, you can't see that it's a boot, which for me, I don't know, that bothers me. So I always tuck them in, and they're a little too tight for that. But they're very long. I feel like they make my feet look bigger than they are. So I just don't really wear them as much as I would like to for how much they cost. I kind of was expecting to wear them more. I always wear my cheaper stuff a lot more. And part of that is because I don't want to wear them out. I'm one of those people that leaves the last slice of cheese because I don't want to run out until it goes bad, and then I have to throw it out. That's always been me. It used to drive my mom crazy. She's like, you left the tiniest piece behind. What are you doing? And I'm like, I don't want to finish it. I'll eat it later. And then she's like, but it's tiny. And then it goes bad. And then I have to throw it out. She's like, we're not going to run out of food. Just eat it. But there's always been a very frugal side of me that's like, I don't want to finish something and then not have it anymore. And I think I'm the same with like my shoes. I feel like if I wear them too much, they're going to get worn out. And so I'd rather not wear them. But just stupid. But yeah, it's a very sturdy shoe as well. Really good quality. But yeah, don't wear it that much. And then I have this pink pair of palladiums, is what we call them. I don't know if you really have them. Palladiums. So when I was in high school, this brand of shoe was like the absolute most popular brand of shoe, and everyone had to have a pair. And they're very comfortable shoes as well, I have to say. Now, I had a lower pair in high school, only about down to here, and they were beige. But when I went to college, I bought a pink pair, and they were my favorite shoes. I wore them under everything, and I wore them out to where the sole got like a tear in it, and I had to throw them away. And before, like I think it was right before I moved to Ireland, I bought a second pair because my old pair was gone, and I loved them so much I wanted to keep them. And I've barely worn them. Like before I moved to Ireland, these are like 15 years old, and I barely wear them because I outgrew pink shoes. And yet I still think they're cute. I still don't want to throw them out because they're nostalgic shoes for me. But what am I really gonna wear pink shoes under? I mean, I still love pink, but I don't really wear pink shoes anymore. So I know I should throw them out, but I also know I'm not going to. Same as with the Dr. Martens. I just can't get rid of these. I feel like it's not doing it justice because it's so like sunk in, but yeah. And they're really good quality shoes, and they're comfortable as well. Like, I used to have a summer job as a waitress when I was in high school, a student job, and I wore my palladiums out. Like, I wore them every day for 8 hours, walking back and forth nonstop, and they never hurt my feet. And as you'll know from my last video, every shoe gives me blisters. They did as well in the very beginning, but after that, I could wear them forever and they would not cause any problems for my feet. So I just don't want to get rid of them, but I know I should. And then my other pair of like branded shoes are my Timberlands, which I do still really love. There's Timberlands, right? Not cats. Yeah, they're Timberlands. Love these shoes. I actually wear these quite frequently. I wear them in the winter with a pair of jeans. They're actually, I bought them in New York in, I think it was it Saks Fifth Avenue or was it Bloomingdale's? It was one of those like famous chain department stores. I think it was Bloomingdale's. They had them for cheaper. I don't know. It was like a special thing. It was called Timberland for Bloomingdale's, I think. And they, they were on sale. Not sale, but they were cheaper than if you bought them in the Timberland store. I'll put it that way. So I bought these in New York, which would have been 4 years ago. And I don't think I paid even, I think they were originally $150. I think I paid $120 for them. But I love them. I think they're great shoes. Overall, they're great walking shoes. They're super comfortable. They go really well with jeans. And yeah, I think they're kind of stylish-ish. They're pretty dirty. I don't really know what to clean them with. They're kind of like a special fabric. So this is actually a coffee stain that came from an airplane. I remember this distinctly. I was sitting on a plane wearing them. I was coming back from the US. I just don't know what trip. And when I got off the plane in Europe, I had a big coffee stain on the shoe here. And I don't drink coffee, so it wasn't mine. I think it came from the guy in front of me. I think he spilled it on the floor and it just like dripped onto my shoe. But I haven't cleaned it since because I don't really know how to. I should really go to a shoe store and ask. And then the next two pairs are probably shoes that I'm going to throw out. I have these, which are just like black, simple boots. They're nice, but again, either this one or the other one. I think it's the other one, has a very problematic zipper. I also bought them in Spain. They have a little like fur type lining. I mean, I love wearing these with a skirt or a dress and some black tights. They're actually quite nice, but I've had them for a long time and I feel like they're pretty worn at this stage too, so I think I'm gonna throw them away. And then same with this pair of, well, I don't really know if I want to throw these away yet. I love this pair of boots. I've worn them a lot. I love the color. I have not found any pair of boots that have this color. They're always this color. They're always tan. Even this isn't entirely the same color. Close enough. But I've never found a pair of boots with this color. These boots came from Forever 21 in Dublin. But they're a size too big. They did not have my size. They had a size smaller and a size bigger. Now, given that Forever 21 is even closed now in Dublin, it didn't last. But given that I only made it there like twice a year, because Dublin isn't that close, I couldn't like wait until they came back in stock and then come back, and the girl couldn't even let me know if they were going to. So I decided to buy a size bigger because I loved them. But because they were a size too big, the tip keeps pointing upwards when I wear them, and I don't like that. But they're super, super comfortable. They have like little hooks for the laces, and I always wrap the laces around once and then tie them really firmly, and they're so comfortable. And I love like the little hole detail on the side. Like, I have contemplated throwing these out so many times, but I love them. Now, I haven't worn them in a while, and now actually looking at them, the sole has a huge crack in it. So maybe it really is time for me to throw them out, but I love them on, and they kind of go with everything. And it's really hard to find this color boot, I find. So I don't know. Think about it. So yeah, that's kind of it for my boots/booty collection. I thought for some reason I had more than this, but I'm glad that I don't, because I really don't wear half of them, and I should, or get rid of them. I need to make a decision on that. I've got one more bar to come, and that's all my high-heeled going out shoes, which I have to dig out somewhere because they're not on my shoe rack. They're in my closet upstairs, which is currently being blocked by my Christmas tree. And that closet has a lot of crap in it, a lot of like extra pillows and floor mats and stuff like that, because I haven't been out in years. To be honest, the last time I wore a pair of shoes from that closet, I think was, my God, 4 years ago, maybe. I think the last time I wore it was at my friend's wedding, and I think that was 4 years ago, so it's been a long time. So yeah, that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next